This is video number 83 for bass students, and in this video we're going to learn to play number 137 and 138 in your Essential Elements book. So be open to page 34. Now before doing these, you need to be playing your C major scale every single day. If you've not done that yet, you should do that now, because the C major scale is what the rest of this whole page is doing, okay? 137, 138, 139, you need to be prepared for that, okay? Remember, C major is all naturals, okay? It looks like the key signature is missing. It's not. That's what the key signature is. There's nothing there. That means everything is natural, even without natural signs, okay? So remember, the only reason natural signs show up is if there's a sharp sign there, right? So if there's no sharp sign there, there's no reason for the natural to show up, and you still have to play F naturals and C naturals, as well as everything else, but you're used to those. Okay, 137. Now you're going to notice a lot of scale kind of stuff in this, a lot of C major scaly kind of stuff in this. Shadow bow from the beginning. So your very first note is C, 2 fingers on the A string, C natural. Shadow bow, 1, 2, ready, and go. F natural, second finger. Second finger again. F natural. Okay, now let's talk about some of the fingering choice they have in there where the shift is. So look at second line, second measure. Now normally if you're going A, B, C, think about your C major scale. Normally you would go A, shift B, and then C. 4/4 shifts are not great. We try to avoid those. However, look what else you've got in that measure. You have a slur, okay? And it's more important than avoiding a 4/4 shift is avoiding a shift during a slur. Sometimes you have to shift and slur. Sometimes you can't avoid it. But if you can avoid a shift and slur at shifting while slurring is what I should say, then you do. So in this case, we could. So even though you're used to going A, shift B, C, you're going to go A, B, and then shift. Again, 4/4 shifts are a little bit weaker, but you've been playing long enough now, you probably should be able to handle that. And again, we don't want that smeary sound. Sometimes we have to shift while we slur. Let's not though, okay? Now, play the first 2 measures of the second line, all right? Now, first of all, it starts off like an arpeggio. Second line, it goes C, E, G, G, right? And then A, B, C. It starts off like an arpeggio. It ends up like a scale. You're going to notice that the couple of songs on here that have arpeggio and scale things kind of combined. Play measure 1 and 2, the second line. Echo me. And go. C, E, G, G, 1, 4, little shift, 4. It's just from first to second position, 4/4. Try just the shifty part. Second line, second measure. Echo me. 1, 4, shift, 4, and go. A, B, shift, C. Try it again. Go. A, B, shift, C. Okay, now play them together. Measure 1 and 2. Echo me. And go. C, E, G, G, 1, slur, and then shift. Okay? Now, do measure 3 only of the second line. So you're going to go from the C is played with 4th finger this time. You're in second position still. Second line, third measure, first note. C, shift, then A, open G, E. Play just that measure. It's kind of tricky. Second line, measure 3. And go. C, A, G, E. Again, get the second position. And go. C, shift, A, G, E. Okay, now let's try it from the beginning. If you think you need to pause the video because you're not quite ready to try it from the beginning, pause the video, practice what you got to practice. Join me when you're ready. Here's the beginning. 1, 2, beginning, and go. F natural, don't forget. Here comes the arpeggio. Finished up with the scale. If you missed notes, if you missed the shift, if you had pauses, pause the video right now, practice, 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 till you can get it, and then go on with 138. We're doing 138 now, okay? Don't do 138 without having finished and being able to play 137. Now, 138 is a little bit interesting. So, first of all, load a key signature, okay? Notice it says there's nothing there. Look back at 137. There's nothing there, but then there's a C. I really wish the book wouldn't do this for a while until we're really comfortable with C major. Because people see the C and they think, oh, the C means C major. It absolutely does not mean C major. It means common time, okay? Now, 138 is 4/4 time and also C major. The fact that there's nothing there means it's C major, okay? The C has nothing to do with C major. You're going to see that C in G major, and in D major, and in A major, and all the different keys that you're going to learn. You're going to see that C, because that is a time signature, not a key signature, okay? So 138, it's C major, because there were no sharps. And we're in 4/4 time. Now, you also have a pickup note. So 4/4 time, you have a pickup note. That pickup note takes up one beat. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. The first note happens on beat 4. All right? There's a lot going on with this song. Because then we also have a repeat sign, don't we? But look, and we also have first and second endings. So you play through the first ending, you see that repeat sign, but you don't go back to the beginning, okay? With repeat signs, if there's only one repeat sign, then yes, you go back to the beginning, okay? However, if there are two, notice the repeat sign here, the dots are on the inside, right? So they kind of act like parentheses, you know, how they face each other like that, how parentheses face each other. These repeat signs are facing each other. So this is not part of what's going to be repeated, okay? So you start here, the very first note of the song is right there. Yes, you do play it the first time. And then from here, you play through the first ending, then here's that repeat sign. Go back not to the beginning, but to measure 1. Those are different things, because this is the pickup note. This is measure 1. You go back to that G half note. Now you play. You do not play that first ending again. You jump to here, okay? So let me show you again. Here's the beginning. When you're very first starting, you start on the very first note, okay? It's part of the song, just not part of the repeat. So beginning, here, play, back to measure 1, not the beginning. Play, and hop to the second ending, okay? The place people mess up the most is on the first ending, because they don't hold that dotted half note 3 beats, okay? The other thing is they mess up at the very, very end, because they forget to jump to the second ending, okay? So keep that stuff in mind when you're actually shadow bowing, and we'll practice some of the little traps in this song. So again, I'm going to count to 3. You play up bow and beat 4. And 1, shadow bowing, 1, 2, 3. F natural again, C major, second line F natural, second finger, 3 counts here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now up bow. Measure 1, half note. And here comes the second line F natural. Now be thinking about it. Here comes that second ending, right? All the way down. 1 tay, 2 tay, 3 tay, off. The second ending is actually easier, okay? And look what it does. The measure before the second ending is, of course, the measure before the first ending. G, F, E, D, C. Down the C major scale. The first ending is a tricky one. You go G, F, E, D, E for 3 beats, and then a G on beat 4, okay? Let's practice a couple of places. So I want you to practice. Find the second line, third and fourth measure. The third measure is the measure before the first ending. The fourth measure is the first ending. Play that, echo me. Second line, third and fourth measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. Try that again. Echo me. Measure line 2, measure 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, go. G, F, E, D, E, G. Don't be early on that G, okay? Now, start in the same place, but take second ending. So you're doing second line measure 3 and 5. So we're pretending we've repeated, okay? Second line, measure 3, take the second ending. Echo me. Just down the C major scale. And ready, go. G, A, G, F, E, D, C, off. Okay? One other place people mess up. First line, measure 3. Remember, the first note does not count as a measure, right? So measure 3 is where you have 2 G's, an E, and an A. Play that. First line, measure 3. Echo me. Ready, go. G, G, E, A. Now try to just kind of roll your hand back so we don't have an extra sound here. E, kind of just flatten your finger out and pull your arm back. Try that again so we get rid of the extra sound. Ready, go. G, G, E, pull it back. Okay, now let's try for the beginning. If you're not ready, pause the video, practice on your own, and then join me when you're ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. F natural. Again, F natural. Here it comes. 1, 1. Here's second line, F natural, second finger. I'm already thinking about that first ending. Here it comes, 3 counts. 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, up bow, measure 1, half note. E to A. Second line, second finger, F natural. Now second ending, think about it all the way down the scale, not in C. 2 take, 3 take, off. Okay? So practice those 2 until you can't get them wrong. Okay? Get them till you're not stopping, and then try to get better in tune. Continue to try to get rid of extra sounds, straighter bow, better tone. All of those things are things to improve on after you've gotten all the notes with the right rhythms and without stopping.